It's been quite a while since I've reviewed a BSA air rifle. I think the last one was the BSA Gold Star. That was probably, I don't know, 2-3 years ago without looking in the playlist. It was a good while ago anyway, and I was well impressed with that rifle. And it's about time I did another one. Now BSA haven't really come out with that much, you know, they're not sort of throwing new rifles out every sort of couple of months or whatever. But this one's fairly new, the BSA Ultra XL. Hi guys, this is Rack and Load, and I do love this thing. I do love BSAs, full stop. I've always been a big fan. In fact, my very first air rifle was a BSA Mercury, the old brake barrels. I think they're pretty rare now. God, I wish I still had that thing. And then I remember as a boy I had that, and oh, I think I saved my paper round money for like years. No, it seemed like that, just to buy that brake barrel Mercury. Loved that thing. And then as soon as I got that, I'd just dream about getting the old BSA Superstar. Eventually saved up for that thing. But anyway, the BSA Ultra XL. Now I have reviewed the Ultra SE, that's the SE. It's basically, this is the XL version, so it's a bigger version of the SE, pretty much. I'll throw a link in if you want to watch it, this video of the Ultra SE. I did the, if I remember right, I did the synthetic version. Very impressed with that thing. But let me just throw out some specs then. So, just grab my notes. So the overall length of the Ultra XL is 90 centimeters or 35.5 inches. Barrel length 38.5 centimeters or 15 inches. Weight unscoped is 3.3 kilos or 7.3 pounds. 10 shot rotary magazine. Now shot count, we may as well sort of talk about this. We'll compare it to the SE. Now, the SE in 2.2, 12 foot-pound version or UK specific version, you get 50 shots in 2.2, okay? In 177, you get about 40 shots, okay? But shot count on the XL is vastly improved. So with 2.2, you get 80 shots, and in 177, you get 60 shots. So that's quite a good improvement. So yeah, the Ultra SE is loads more compact, but obviously the XL version is the extra large version. So obviously you're getting slightly bigger stock, longer barrel, longer gun overall basically, and a bigger shot count. So that's pretty much what this rifle is all about. It's just an extra large version of the SE. That's pretty much it. So let's talk about accuracy then. Oh, right. Go easy in the comments, guys. There's always someone that will jump in the comments and say, yeah, I could shoot this gun upside down from a moving vehicle at a flea's ass at 200 yards and stack the pellets. Yeah, let me see the video. That's all I'm gonna say. Right then, this is 30 yards from a bench using this setup, this scope, okay? I was pretty low on pellets, to be honest, so I only had 2 different flavour pellets to use. So 30 yards, RWS Superdomes, boom. There you go. I'm happy with that. I know you guys all want to stack them, but I'm happy with that in my testing. That's pretty good. And then I just used, that was just RWS Superdomes, and then I just used Bisley Magnums. They were a little bit, to be fair, I think I was running out of air when I shot this one. They were starting to drop quite a bit. But my test pellet has always been RWS Superdomes. Yeah, I could do better than that, you know, if I really pulled the thing in tight. But 30 yards, it's not bad, it's not bad. It's an air rifle after all, a 12 foot-pound air rifle. So accuracy is good. Yeah, you guys will do way better than me. So anyway, let's talk about this thing in a bit more detail then. Let's talk about the magazines first of all. You're supplied with one magazine, I believe. Rotary magazines, nice and easy. Full polymer, dead easy to load, sort of spring loaded as you load them, so dead easy to load. And then 10 shot, by the way, in 177 and 22. This is a 22 version. And to load the thing up, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's just have an overall look at this thing. Now, first of all, I've kind of got to apologise for the size of the scope. It's a bit of a monster on this rifle. This is the only test scope I've got at the minute. It's an old MTC Viper. Because it's so big, I had to sort of play about with the mounts, because when I first chucked it on, the scope was touching the barrel, which was no good whatsoever. So I ended up, because I've got my high mounts on another rifle at the minute, I had to throw on a Picatinny adapter, so dovetail to Picatinny adapter, so I could use these 30mm or 1-inch mounts that are Picatinny mounts, basically. Oh, it's a bit of a nightmare, but hey ho, it worked. So, but they're Sports Match mounts, by the way. Got to thank the guys from Sports Match, they keep us going with mounts. But anyway, that kind of works. Bit of a weird setup, but it's the only way I could get high mounts for this scope, as all my others are in use at the minute. But anyway, get my moaning out of the way. So let's take a look at this then. So from the butt end, we've got a lovely soft rubber recoil pad, butt pad, whatever you want to call it, with a little bit of grip on there. And then the stock itself, the cheek piece, fully ambidextrous. That's what we like. Give me a shout out, Left Hand Crew. Adjustable cheek piece as well. That's like a polymer cheek piece. Just uncrank these nuts here, and that'll rise up and down. Thumbhole configuration, as you can see, loads of room in that thumbhole as well. So if you're wearing gloves, you know, don't matter. And then just show you the checkering on the pistol grip. Really nice, really nice. And then moving along to the fore end, lovely how they've done this. They've sort of took like a bit of a groove out of there, but it's really comfortable. And then loads of checkering here. It's nice, and it's not too fat and it's not too sleek. It's just right, this fore end is. I'm quite impressed with it. No weak points in the wood either. Not that I can see, or any major gaps for sort of the elements to get into. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with the stock. Really very comfortable. That's your takedown nut there, by the way. So yeah, it's a real nice stock. Do they do these in synthetic? I'm not sure, because I've not got a brochure for the XL. It'd be nice if they do. I mean, let me know in the comments if they do, guys. I can't see on their website that they do. It just seems to be the wooden stock version, but I like it. I like it. It's a very nice stock, very comfortable. Me being a lefty as well, you know, it fits, it works. And if you really want to, you can spin, not that I do, but you can spin the cocking lever around if you want. So right then, so to load this, let's talk about loading it. Obviously, usual sort of standard cocking lever, pull it back to cock it, drop your mag in once you've loaded it. This is an unloaded magazine, just thought I'd point that out. That pretty much just slots in. Feels like a magnet's pulling that in. I think it is actually, but then again, it's a polymer. I don't know, it sucks it in anyway. It's definitely magnetic somewhere. I just can't see any metal on this thing, unless it's that bit there that's doing it, I don't know. But anyway, once it's in, it's in. And that's it, you're loaded. No automatic safety catch, you've just got a nice manual safety catch, which I've noticed, by the way, is silent. So you hunters, there's no click there or anything when you're taking the safety on and off. So it's about time manufacturers thought of that, because a lot of guns that I've used, safety catches, you get an almighty click that's as loud as the actual shot half the time. So, but that's the safety catch. I'm very impressed with the safety catch. The way it is silent is, you know, it's unusual. You know, it's like that's always a second thought or an unthought of problem that never gets resolved. But BSA seem to have sorted that, whether it's just how it is. But I say a lot of them, I can't think of any offhand, but a lot of them, you know, you disengage the safety or whatever and you just get an almighty click. I know it sounds a bit trivial, but if you're out in the field, you know, and you're taking the safety catch off, it can spook whatever you're about to slot, so to speak. So that's the safety catch. The trigger and the trigger guard, I do like the profile of the trigger guard. I think that is pretty cool. Metal trigger guard, and then your trigger, obviously fully adjustable match trigger. In fact, let's give it a pull while we're talking about it. Get the trusty trigger pull thingy. That is cocked. It is safe, guys, so there's nothing in it. 2 pounds, 2.2 ounces. That's straight out of the box, that is. That is a nice trigger. Nice trigger. And it does feel nice and crisp as well. Now, what I will say about the Ultra, like the Ultra XL, just as the same as the SE. Let me just get the brochure. With that muzzle device, so I've just pulled up my table, stuff everywhere. With that muzzle device, it is a little bit loud. It's very loud. So this is not a quiet rifle, but you can get, obviously it will come off. You've got like a 1/2 inch UNF thread on there, so there's your muzzle device. So you can throw on a silencer moderator of your preference, just to quieten the crack down, so to speak. But with this thing, it will be noisy. Okay, so but just bear that in mind if you're a hunter. So like what I've just said about a nice quiet safety catch, when you take the shot with this thing on, you'll scare everything away. But but that's it. It does look good. I do like these muzzle brakes, whatever you want to call them. They are quite nice. They do look good the way they've been done. They're just a little noisy, that's all. But as you can see, free floating barrel. The 38.5 centimetre or 15-inch barrel, totally free floated. Nothing on there sort of interfering with the free floatingness of it. Do you need a free floating barrel on a air rifle? I'll let you guys in the comments decide that. I mean, I shoot air rifle, rimfire, centerfire, you know. I'd probably say it'll help. Every little helps, you know, as far as accuracy is concerned. Obviously you don't get the barrel oscillation like you would on without going all in depth and scientific, like you would on a centerfire, but at the end of the day, it's you know, it's got to help. A free floating barrel on anything's got to help. Cold hammer forged anyway, rifled steel barrel. You know, it's free floating. This thing is accurate. Like I said, like I showed you in the targets of mine, you'll be way more accurate than me. That's just my test target. And then moving along to the actual action of the rifle, it pretty much speaks for itself. It's all sort of aircraft aluminium dovetail, like I mentioned earlier. You got like a dovetail rail on here, but I've had to sort of mismatch all my mounts and adapt to get this scope on, because my other mounts are in use at the minute. and then flipping it over to the other side. When the magazine is in, it is pretty unobtrusive and pretty sleek, to be fair. You know, it's not sort of in your face, sticking out half a mile like a lot of, say, the cassette magazines that you get on FXs, for example. They sort of do stick out quite far, but that's pretty damn sleek. That is pretty damn sleek. And then once obviously you've fired all your shots off, it's just a case of pulling the cocking lever back, and then just pull the magazine out, and you're pretty much good to go to load another one in, you know, and get shooting again. Pressure gauge, I didn't show you that. There's your pressure gauge, or manometer, or whatever you want to call it. No comment on that, guys. If you watch my videos, you know what I'm going to say about that. Pressure gauge, you've got to check your air in your rifle by looking at the wrong end of the rifle. Why do they do that? That's my only gripe. Then you've got your filler area here. There's your sort of filler port, whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's the BSA Ultra XL. Pretty much the same as the SE, apart from the stock. It's the same action, but this is just obviously it's bigger. It's a longer gun, basically a longer rifle. But I am pretty impressed with it, if I do say so. I do like BSAs. It's been a while since I've used one, like I said earlier, but just a great little rifle. Little, extra large. I shouldn't say little. It's extra large. It's extra large. A great option for hunters. It's definitely a hunter's rifle. Definitely. So yeah, a very, very impressive piece from BSA. Like I said, the only gripe is probably, well, it is definitely the gauge at the other end. It'd just be nice if they could have put that under there, but that'd be a totally different rifle, I guess. So, but anyway, guys, that is it. That is pretty much just a mini review, really, of the BSA Ultra XL. I'll throw in the link to the Ultra SE. I probably went into a little bit more detail on that, so probably worth watching both these videos. Watch the Ultra SE video, see what you think of that, and then watch this XL version video, and then just see which one you prefer. Myself, I prefer the stock configuration, because this is a true ambi. So I'm liking it, and I'm muddling my words. I do like the thumb hole configuration as well. Anyway, guys, that is it. That is your rack and load review of the BSA Ultra XL PCP air rifle. Thanks for watching. It's Rack and Load. See ya.